Hey, meat suits. It's me, the Immoral Oracle, coming at you with Elemento Tarot. Okay, so I'm a firm believer that from the time I begin a reading until the reading is finished recording, that everything that happens has to do with the reading. And I say that because this reading, y'all, I laid these cards out 2 days ago. That's my intention at the time was to record it that day. Messages were flowing, it was coming through, and it was just the kind of reading where it was interrupted. I had issues with my storage and my camera, just various things in real life that were interfering with my delivery of this message, with having me stop and really think about things, or having me literally pause, disengage completely, and go take care of real life things. So, having said that, that means something in this reading. And overall, just looking at these cards, it means that like someone needs to be reminded that healing isn't linear. That healing can look like two steps forward, one step back, and that's okay. And in fact, that is right and good and useful um, information. Okay, so having said that, let's jump right into what this is. You got embracing enthusiasm, sorry, and voyage of the heart. Okay, I want you to look for a moment at these cards. By the way, I always show the cards versus myself in these readings. I mean, I shouldn't say always. At some point, I might, and I have shown myself, but I don't feel inclined to do that at this time because I think that it's important for you, the viewer, to see the cards and feel what you're feeling about the message. I think that giving away your power to strangers on the internet is never a good thing to do. and that you should trust yourself more than me. I'm just a guide, or like a funnel of messages, if you will, but your own journey is yours, right? Okay. So I want you to look at these cards because this deck doesn't have any other cards in it that match in this way. And I say match because this is like her hand is here, there's things in her hand, her hair is here, she's facing the same direction, but this is like shadow and night, and this is like light. And even these cards are this. So this card to me is almost like a love and light only kind of vibe. And if you've been here on the channel at all, you know that I really don't subscribe to that. I think love and light is dangerous, because I think it bypasses very useful and important shadow work, embracing things that you don't love about yourself, things you'd like to change about yourself, embracing the fact that you don't love yourself and that's real and you need to work on that. Like, just, there's a lot of opportunity that is missed for growth when you're love and light only. Okay, but voyage of the heart. This card, love throws. Love might throw you. Actually, based on this reading, love might throw you, and that might be what you need to be looking at right now. But love flows through you and to you. Okay, this card in particular is about a sense of safety in the self and deeply loving the self and literally making claims and affirmations about loving the self. And when I originally saw this card, I felt that some of you have that there's like some really deep resistance coming up for you. Okay, I hate to give specifics, but some of you, this is like a newer relationship or something, or you're trying to explore like a romantic type of love, and you're really finding that in the stillness and in the silence, you deeply do not feel worthy of love. That is going to sabotage that situation for you if you don't get ahead of that. But that's just an example. I really do hate to give specifics because my readings are meant to be collective and everybody's situation could be different. This could literally be that if you don't have a sense of self-worth, like you're not going to be able to land a job that you are really wanting, or you know what I mean, create like some kind of platform, or write a book, or create music, or like that there is. So I hate to restrict it to like, well, this is a love reading, because self-love is love, but some would say it's the only love. But anyway, Love flows through you and to you. This reading is just more chaotic than I would like it to be. How many minutes are we in? 5, and I haven't even gotten near to the point. Jesus Christ. But that is what this reading is, okay? This is not going to be an overnight journey for you to just magically, viewer, find a sense of safety and feel sturdy and stable in a deeply rooted sense of self, right? This has taken time. A lot of you are, there's no such thing as time, but a lot of you are at the point where you're sick of it and you are like, I'm going to love myself no matter what. Like, fuck the world, right? And that's where you are, and that's beautiful. Okay. So you have 8 of inspiration coming through. This is 8 of wands. This is interesting because this is black and white. This is like literally like they're crossing a finish line, but it's like some black and white thinking. It's almost like bars of a prison. Like, I don't know. I was getting a lot off of this card, and it's like mostly what I got is you're raring and ready to go. Well, for what? Because the next card is the 2 of emotions in reverse. So you're like running into this brick wall, which this card to me in this reading is literally just like a closed heart. So if you're trying to connect with another person, or you're trying to connect with a like a project that requires you to be emotionally vulnerable, like, this is a dead stop. Okay. And I don't usually even take reversals, but I thought this one was interesting anyway, because this card is almost indistinguishable in this deck, in the reverse or not. Like, literally, the only reason you can even tell is because these fish go upside down. Like, you know what I mean? So I thought that was interesting. It's kind of like a little bit of a wake up call, but I'm going to talk about myself for a minute in these cards, because that's an easy way for me to relay what I see. Okay. This is like a couple of years ago, I was in a therapist's office, and I was like, blah, 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 blah. And this happened and that happened. And this is how I feel about it. And I don't know what to do. Right. And the therapist was like, full stop. He looks at me and goes, well, luckily, all you have to do with feelings is feel them. Otherwise, we'd call them doings. Okay. Right. And first of all, in that moment for me, like, I'm an action oriented person. Like, I keep moving no matter what. I feel like there's always an action I can take. Sometimes the action is inaction. Sometimes it's like, full stop. Let's look at what's going on here. And what is going on here? I put these cards the way that they are because this is how they came out. And this is how they are meant to. So you have Ace of Emotions. Okay, first of all, 2 of Cups, 1 of Cups coming next. This is literally like one step back. But that's what's meant to be happening. You're supposed to take a step back, because look at this. Look at the beauty in this card, the absolute freedom emotionally, the purity of this emotion, like the genuine expression of like hope, like really feeling hope, really feeling your feelings. Okay, that's what this is. Feeling your feelings. And it's not all pretty, because you've got 5 of material. 5 of material in this deck is literally about sleeping out here, barely a shred of hope left, out like right outside these doors, which is the great hall of love, which is like the author of all things, right? This is a materials card. This is a pentacles card, which is talking about, 3D reality. It's also talking about money, but this is a feeling card. So it's interesting that it came out that way, because this is a feeling card, even though it's a thing card, right? This is about sitting the fuck down and feeling your feelings, okay? It's about acknowledging, like, there's some deep rooted trauma. There's some deep rooted, like, self rejection that others, maybe even caretakers, like people who were supposed to literally love you and didn't, right? This is about feeling rejected by, like, businesses, by structures in the world, left out in the cold by systems. This is a card about oppression, right? Like, this is deep. This is the depth. Like, you are meant to be feeling this shit. Sit down and feel it, okay? But also remember that feelings aren't fucking facts, because here you have Ace of Materials meant to be behind this. These are both behind this until you're willing to feel this. But if you, here's more of that prison energy I was talking about. See these lines, and there's all these lines here. Like, you feel your feelings. You don't get around them by saying they're not there. Like, you cannot, whatever this is, you cannot fake it until you make it. I know that a lot of people think that that's like a thing, and maybe in some situations it is. Whatever this is for you, it's not. It's not. You can't fake this funk. In fact, you need to feel this funk so you can stop faking it. Because what's on the other side of that? Literal, like in the real world, Ace of Materials. This is not only a renewal of your heart space and like an opening of your heart chakra, and like in creative and important ways that you're putting into the world, but like literally this is your opportunity. This is a new beginning in a tangible sense for you if you play your cards right, okay? And by playing the cards, I mean, like, if you acknowledge this is not a game, this is your fucking life, and you're no longer willing to feel this. You need to feel it first, but then you're no longer willing to keep experiencing this. And in this reading, honestly, you're the thing keeping you from it. Even if you have been wronged, even if you have real reasons why, like real traumas as to why you are in this current space, like, it's time. It's time to stop faking it and really start making it, and that starts by like communicating, creating, and feeling like in honest ways in the world. You're planting a garden here. This woman has nothing but opportunity in front of her. Okay, and so let's see. This deck was the Sacred Travelers. I forgot to do all that. This is the Muse Tarot, and this is the Gaia Oracle and Guidebook. Okay, so what you got is you got perception and remembrance. So remembrance to me right off the bat really was this energy of Five of Pentacles. Remembrance is talking about resurfacing of past feelings and emotions. And this card talks about allowing them. It's very important that you allow them. I don't know if you're familiar, somebody out there with The Body Keeps the Score, but like, that's a real thing. If you don't cry these chemicals out of your body, it will just go into your body and remain there. So like, you could be crying 20 years later about something, but that's necessary. Like, because that has been trapped in your body, causing dis-ease or disease, problems with your thyroid, problems with your kidneys, problems with your gut, problems with your muscles, problems with your weight, like fill in the blank, whatever, right? That's a trapped feeling, homie. Okay. Perception, beyond the veil of illusion. So this is about choosing to look at it differently, choosing to feel it in a different way. Like, your caretakers did you a fucking favor by not being the kind of parent that you needed. That lover or that friend or that community, they did you a fucking favor by forcing you to be what you need for you and not rely on anybody. And listen, interdependence is just as important in our health, mental and physical and otherwise, financial. Like, interdependence is important, okay? But there's a balance with dependence, independence, and dependence that needs to happen. But it's all about looking at whatever it is a little differently, maybe a little more honestly, maybe even just admitting that thing hurt you, because a lot of people like to, oh, fuck them, fuck this, fuck that. That's not real. That's not real. Like, maybe you can get there, but like, to automatically go there, you're bypassing a lot of growth opportunity. But I just am like, I'm just feeling like her third eye and her throat are lit up. Like, you're seeing things differently from a higher perspective, and you're understanding how things are for you and truly never against you. And that's not bypassing. That's not like only love and light. It's just literally like, yeah, here I am, and I'm better than ever, or at least you're being called to be. Okay, that reading was a little longer and less concise than I would like it to be, but here we are. All things are perfect as they are, or they would be another way. This is a healing frequency deck that I felt led to, oh no, getting wonky over here, guys. All right. Inner beauty. I open the eyes of my heart and direct my gaze to the light within every being. That includes you, bitch. Personality and physical appearance are in the image of man. Beauty and goodness are in the image of God. That goes right back. This is a voyage of the heart, homie. You are meant to be understanding your beauty, your worth. You do deserve love. You are love. Like that's truly what this is. And yes, you have been treated even by yourself in ways that don't reflect that, but here we are. It's time. I'm going to leave it here. Bye.